quantitative EEG brain mapping and neurofeedback technology. And he is the co-founder of a company called Neurotopia. It's now called Sense Labs. And Neurotopia is an EEG-based brain technology company, and it's the predominant brain performance company among pro and Olympic athletes. This is the man that started that. And today, he is the director for the American Association of Retired People, the ARP, is the director of their brain services that they provide to how many millions of people. He's the guy that they go to say, what do we need to do? What do we need to know? What do we need to communicate? And how do we do it? And finally, on top of that, he has a brain performance center at Oaks Christian High School, which he founded. Oaks Christian High School wanted to give the community, let alone the people involved in their high school, the optimal, best opportunity to create and change their brain health. And lots of us, myself included until I heard Bryan speak before, what does that mean? How do I do that? How do I know I need it? He's going to answer all those questions. So may I introduce you to my friend, Bryan Hixson. Yeah. You just need an HDMI plug? Here it is, and let me move my computer.
Well, I'll just throw it on a chair there to advance on that. Need that way. Thanks. I will. It's showing on my screen and not on yours.
Do you need it? Yeah, it was on TV.
Yeah, but it showed the presenter view on that side, so we just switched it real quick. Let's see. Swap this way. There we go. That's a little better. Perfect. I'm going to stand out of the way so you guys can see us too. Well, I'm excited to be here tonight. Definitely excited to come talk to you about the brain, and really what excites me is, I actually am a user of Optavia. I just got my whole bunch of stuff in today, which is great since I leave here in 2 hours to fly to Washington, D.C. And what I love about Optavia and the foods is really what it does to the brain, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about. It's obviously amazing for weight loss, but the way the balanced food works for the brain is tremendous, and that's what I kind of want to go over a little bit tonight. And I think there's a huge opportunity for you guys as coaches as well to really introduce the brain and how cognitive performance goes up, how to literally cure ADHD, how to cure anxiety and attention disorders, and so many different things that people have. A little bit about my background. As Rick said, I've worked with thousands, well over 1,000 pro level and elite level athletes. I run all the brain training programs for everybody from the LA Kings to the Dallas Mavericks to the Seattle Seahawks to a bunch of different organizations. And we use EEG training, so we actually do a brain map on them and actually put an EEG on them and use operant conditioning or conditioning the neurons of that. It's basically like exercising the brain. We can find areas of weakness and put a sensor on and force someone to use just that one area, which strengthens it. It actually grows neural connections between that area the more you use it. And so we work with the Special Forces. My business partner is the medical director for the U.S. Army, so he works directly with the Surgeon General. So we do a lot with the Special Forces, all the way to Red Bull. It's probably one of our largest groups that we work with, just in a vast amount of people constantly getting concussions with their groups. It's amazing when you jump off of every tall thing you can find, how it's you can get a lot of concussions with that. So we work everything from performance side to concussion recovery, and hopefully concussion resilience, to try and make them more resilient to concussions in the first place. Again, I also have locally, the only thing I have here is the Oaks Christian Brain Performance Center. And a lot of that came out of my wife, who's a Pilates instructor locally in town, and her telling me that, you know, when she talks to her clients, that all these people have all these needs. They have kids with problems. You know, they have issues with sleep and anxiety and all these things. And she tells them what I do and how you can retrain the brain. And they ask, well, how can I get that? How can I do it? And she would always have to reply, well, you can't unless you're Kobe Bryant with the Lakers, or unless you're in the special forces or anything. Normal people don't have access to this. And she basically let me know that I did no good for anybody. And you know, I was